Almost every galaxy in our universe appears to host a giant black hole at its center. Kim McLeod, professor of astronomy at Wellesley College, studies quasars, a class of galaxy that hosts some of the biggest black holes of all. The distant galaxies she studies may hold clues to how galaxies formed in the early universe.
Well, I'm one of those people fortunate enough to be able to study galaxies in our universe. And here's a picture of a galaxy. This is the Whirlpool galaxy. It's not too far from our own Milky Way galaxy, and in fact, it doesn't look too different than our galaxy probably would if we could fly out here and turn around and look. Well, our galaxy does have a black hole in its center, and it's maybe a couple of million times the mass of our sun. And as black holes go, that's not so big. But we now know, thanks to things like the Hubble Space Telescope over the past 10 years, observing galaxies like our own, we now know that the bigger the galaxy is, the bigger the black hole is in its center. The galaxies I study aren't normal galaxies, but they're these strange beasts we call quasars. And quasars are, or quasi-stellar objects, as they're called, are called quasi-stellar objects because when you look at them, they don't look like galaxies. They actually look like stars. However, it's not just a star. It's a supermassive black hole with maybe 1 billion or 10 billion times the mass of a single sun, all wrapped up into a package as small as our solar system, right in the center of the galaxy. And the amount of energy from things falling onto this black hole, from gas and stars falling into the black hole, makes it incredibly bright. So to even see the rest of the galaxy, which in the quasar business we call the fuzz, is a technical challenge. You first have to somehow remove the light from that pesky nucleus to be able to see the galaxy that the quasar lives in. And it turns out that the story of these things, which are rather rare in the universe today, they used to be a lot more common. And in fact, we think that all galaxies go through a quasar phase at some point in their lives. And so studying these beasts is not just studying an esoteric little piece of the universe. It's really the story of how all galaxies are put together.